In a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a leader named Amir, known for his fairness and wisdom. The villagers revered him, often speaking of his just ways, sharing stories of his kindness and integrity. One day, a severe drought struck the land, causing despair to settle over the people like a heavy fog. Crops withered under the relentless sun, and the river that nourished them ran dry, leaving them anxious and afraid. Amir gathered the villagers in the central square, his heart heavy with their suffering and uncertainty about the future. "We must come together," he urged, "to find a solution that will benefit us all in this dire time." The villagers looked to him with hope, their eyes reflecting both fear and trust in their beloved leader. He proposed that they share their resources equally, ensuring no family would go hungry during this challenging period. Some villagers hesitated, fearing they would lose what little they had left in their possession and be left with nothing. Amir sensed their unease and spoke gently to ease their worries. "Remember, my friends, our strength lies in unity. A just leader serves all, not just a few," he continued. His words resonated deeply within them, stirring a sense of solidarity. As days turned into weeks, the villagers began to share their food and water willingly with one another. They worked together to dig wells and plant drought-resistant crops. Amir led by example, often seen toiling alongside them in the fields from dawn until dusk. His dedication inspired others to give their best efforts for the sake of their community. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky orange and pink, a young girl approached Amir. "Will we ever see rain again?" she asked softly, her voice trembling with fear and uncertainty about their fate. Amir knelt beside her gently, wiping her tears away with kindness and compassion that only a true leader could offer. "Have faith," he replied warmly. "Allah tests us to strengthen our hearts and deepen our trust in Him." Weeks passed without rain, and hope began to wane as the drought continued relentlessly. Yet Amir remained steadfast in his belief that they would overcome this trial together as one united community. He organized gatherings for prayer under the stars at night, encouraging the villagers to seek divine mercy together. One fateful morning, dark clouds gathered ominously above the village, as if answering their prayers for relief from suffering. The air was thick with anticipation as villagers looked up in awe at the sky painted gray with promise. Suddenly, raindrops began to fall gently at first, but soon became a torrential downpour that soaked the parched earth. Laughter erupted as children danced joyfully in the rain, their happiness infectious among adults who had long forgotten how to smile. Amir watched with gratitude as life returned to the village. Fields flourished once more under nature's nurturing embrace. Families rejoiced together in celebration of Allah's mercy after enduring such hardship for so long. In that moment of joy and relief, Amir reflected on the power of justice and unity among his people during difficult times. He understood that true leadership is not about authority, but about serving others selflessly without seeking personal gain. As time passed, Amir's reputation as a just leader spread beyond his village like wildfire through neighboring lands. People traveled from afar seeking his counsel and wisdom in times of need or strife they faced within their communities. He welcomed them all with open arms while treating each visitor with respect and fairness regardless of their background. One day, a weary traveler arrived carrying news of a neighboring village suffering under a tyrant's oppressive rule. The villagers lived in fear. Their cries echoed through mountains surrounding them like haunting whispers lost in time. Amir's heart ached for those who suffered. He knew he had to act swiftly before more lives were lost. He called upon his villagers for support after explaining the plight of their neighbors who were desperate for help. "We cannot stand idly by while others suffer," he declared passionately while looking into each villager's eyes. Inspired by Amir's words filled with conviction and hope, they agreed unanimously to help those in need without hesitation. Together they journeyed toward this neighboring village, bringing food, supplies along messages of hope that would ignite courage. When they arrived at last after days spent traveling through rugged terrain, they were met with skepticism from those who had lost faith. However, Emir spoke earnestly about justice, compassionately urging everyone present not to give up hope just yet. Slowly but surely, hearts began softening as he shared stories of resilience and unity from his own village. The oppressed villagers listened intently, captivated by Emir's wisdom, inspiring them to rise against tyranny peacefully. With newfound courage ignited within them all, they joined forces alongside Emir's villagers, confronting the oppressor boldly. The tyrant was taken aback by the unwavering unity and resolve shown before him. He had never witnessed such strength. Seeing determination shining brightly within eyes gazing back at him, he realized the reign of fear was over. With humility and regret for actions taken against innocent lives, he stepped down from power, leaving the village behind. Never again would anyone suffer under tyranny's cruel grasp. In time, justice prevailed not only within Emir's village, but also throughout the neighboring one, once filled with darkness, now basking in light and hope restored. Two communities thrived together under principles of fairness, compassion, and nurturing bonds forged through trials faced hand in hand. Years later, as an elderly man reflecting on life's journey, filled with gratitude for every challenge faced along the way, Emir felt immense satisfaction knowing the legacy built upon justice would endure long after he was gone. He understood that being a just leader meant nurturing hearts, fostering hope, and inspiring future generations to carry the torch.